But first, Max, you were in Mansfield this weekend.
That's true.
You were in Mansfield for San Angelo Central and Mansfield. We talked a little bit about the game. How was the scene out there?
The scene was good. But
before
that, I was at Camp in Mount Vernon.
That's right. You're at Camp in Mount Vernon.
Yes, out in Mesquite.
The craziest game of the weekend, maybe.
Yeah, it was really weird. This is a wild game.
Was that Mesquite Memorial?
Yeah, no, it was at Hanby.
Hanby, okay.
Yeah, Mesquite proper, if you will. No radio tower. But as I said yesterday, I had a good time with Coach Fleener. He was there supervising the locker room, which was entertaining. But yeah, it was a great game. Mount Vernon brought the house. I mean, I think everyone in town was at this game. Kemp had a nice crowd, but I was really impressed by Mount Vernon's crowd. And really, I felt for Mount Vernon. They dominated the game, start to finish. Their defense was outstanding, and they made just 2 crucial mistakes down the stretch, and Kemp jumped on them and stole the game away in the last few seconds, and it was wild.
You were also out there with the DQ Big Game of the Week, folks.
I was. I had some fun with Neil and Jeff and Tanner. I think we all enjoyed that game. There was a fumble Ruski play, which was amazing. That worked to perfection. What does Neil say? Zoinks? Zoinks. Yes. So, no, great game. Super impressed by Kemp hanging in there because they really didn't have much going for him for 3.5 quarters. And feel for Mount Vernon. Dream season ends early, but boy, you can't say enough about what Josh Finney has done with that group there.
It is, yeah. I mean, it's a great year for them. It ends in kind of a weird fashion, unfortunately, for them.
And I'm sure Coach Hankins at Kemp is thrilled beyond belief to have found a gutsy way for his kids to get through that game, and we're indebted to him because he's given us so much swag.
Listen, no coach will ever apologize for a win. And they found a way to pull it out in a weird, bizarre way. I'm sure he'd love to win that game 50-0, but he'll take that win any way he can get it.
He would. And then I went to Mansfield to Vernon Newsom to watch San Angelo and Mansfield. Huge crowds. I mean, of course, San Angelo traveled well despite the long drive. Mansfield had a great crowd. And it's such a cool stadium. Newsom really is. I mean, I think it gets lost in sort of like the new age cookie-cutter big high school stadiums. It's got a nice feel. It really does. The bricks are great. I mean, it's a fun stadium. A little chilly.
Okay.
It was a little chilly. But, again, saw a great game. Yeah. And we talk about this a lot in that region. We've all kind of been debating, well, we lost to Soto, right? Forever it's like, oh, you got to beat the champ to be the champ. And then the debate was sort of about Mansfield and Midway as the next 2 teams. I'm on Team Mansfield. Step is on Team Midway.
I'm on Team Midway.
You're on Team Midway as well. Honestly, I don't know, but I was super impressed by Mansfield in this game. I told you a team that they remind me of is 2009 Abilene. They don't have – look, the running backs aren't that good, but they're pretty good.
Yeah.
They play really good defense, not shut-you-down defense, but really good defense. And if you can stop the running backs, you can beat them. The question is, will anyone be able to stop these running backs? And will anyone – here's the other thing. San Angelo, for some reason, decided at one point it was a good idea to kick to Cameron Jones.
Bad idea.
That dude is huge and fast, and I don't care what team he's up against. Yeah, this is the kickoff right here. I watched him running the other way do this. There's nobody wants to get in front of him when he gets a full head of steam.
He's a freight train.
And he was gone. It wasn't even close. So they've got a lot going for him.
Yeah, they do. And one of our photographers, John Hamilton, has shot Mansfield pretty religiously this year. And he's told us from the jump, he's like, this team's special. Like, this team's really good. And I think that there was this notion that they were going to take this step back without Kennedy Brooks.
Right.
But it sounds like everything is just clicking for them.
Sounds like everyone got a year older, and they're just really good. And
I'll say, like, what? They won, like, 51-33 or something like that.
And they were losing at halftime. I think Coach Mayberry and his staff did a great job just to get things turned around.
Well, and I'll tell you, it doesn't sound like it, but holding San Angelo Central to 33 points is a feat.
Yeah.
That is a feat. Okay, San Angelo Central can score with the best of them, and so to hold them down, to make key plays defensively, especially in the second half, I think was really crucial for them. And so they are on to the next round, and they draw. Is it Midway? They get Midway this week?
I think this is the Midway game. This is it because they couldn't meet in a regional final.
I think that
they were both on schedule to.
That's right.
It's Friday night at McLean, I believe.
Mansfield and Midway at McLean. Yeah. That is going to be. Are you going to be there?
I'm not. I will be in town, but I really want to see Teague Franklin, and I've
what a hipster you are.
I've got to balance it all out. I can't just go to big school games as much.
And you just saw Mansfield.
I just saw Mansfield, so whoever wins that game will probably tell me something.
That's
right?
probably
Either
true.
Mansfield is as good as I thought, or Midway's even better than I thought, and I think that's okay.
That's absolutely right. Well.